What's up, Marvel fans? It is Thor's Day, and you know what that means? It is time for the FOMO Show, MCU edition. Tonight we are talking She-Hulk Episode 5. We've got some Marvel Cinematic News teasers and speculation about what's to come for you, so stick around and don't miss out. Oops. Yep. I'm Dylan.
I'm Quinn.
And we'll see you next time. No, just kidding. And yeah, thanks for joining us, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever. Please like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so you know when we drop new videos, when we go live. Definitely a like is a big help. Thank you so much. Also, you know, if you want to support us, hey, they unfroze our account. In any financial way, like, you know, buy us coffee or whatever, so shoot us $5, $1, or whatever. That is much, much appreciated. Helps the channel grow, helps it keep going, and get all these fun things that you see behind me, and lights and stuff like that.
Yes.
And, you know, quirky little things like this. So, yep. That link is in the description if you so desire. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah. Unless you're a hater or a troll, then I don't really want you to watch the show. So later, bye. All right. So thank you for your support. Thank you for those people that love the show and watch us and know us. Appreciate that. Also, don't forget to check out the website at www.broken.pictures.com. We've got hats and t-shirts and all kinds of fun stuff there if you want to buy anything. All right. And also send us a message and let us know what you'd like to see on there. Like what other things or different designs. Yeah. So, yep. Special notes. You have any special notes? Huh? Like last week was his birthday.
Last week was my birthday.
Yeah, celebrated that. So
I'm another year older. Yep. I thought that was really
wiser though. Now you're wiser.
No, not at all. Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah, I don't have any
special notes either.
Special notes. Just sorry for running late. We're just two dudes that work jobs, and sometimes it just gets pushed back. That's why you like your financial support is much more appreciated than just some dude that's living in his parents' basement and gets to stream and play games all the time. Yeah. Although if you have the opportunity, that's great.
Yes.
We're just doing this because it's fun. And if you like to see us do well and do more, then that's that. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm really feeling it right now. It's like, just want you to understand why things aren't necessarily consistent. Like, we don't have a team. Like, it's me and Quinn.
Hi.
Yep, that's it.
While he finds the episode description, I will not rate the episode because I haven't done the whole thing. Oh, wait, I can do the other thing that I forgot to do.
You mean that thing?
Yeah, that thing there.
That thing.
How does it go? I forgot. Oh, wait. It goes like, this is your spoiler alert. There we go. Now it's actually
I was like, wait a minute. There's something I should be doing right now. Sorry.
If you haven't watched episode 5 of She-Hulk, you need to pause this, go watch that, and then come back. Unless you want to be spoiled. You have been warned.
Thoroughly.
Yes.
And hopefully satisfactorily.
Hopefully satisfactorily. Please go to Yelp and...
and if you haven't been, just Yelp.
Just Yelp. All right. Also now...
Where is it? Hold on. I'm sorry. There it is.
She-Hulk. Episode. Hold on, wait.
Okay. All right, here we go. She-Hulk, episode 5.
Right.
Mean, green, and straight poured into these jeans. She-Hulk discovers that time. I can't keep doing it.
Why?
She-Hulk. Fuck. Oh. Okay.
She-Hulk discovers that Titania owns the...
I can't do it anymore. Owns the She-Hulk name? I'm guessing it looks like it's missing a part. Yeah, owns the name She-Hulk and is suing for trademark infringement. Yes. That is that more? No, that's it. That is all. Yes. So, Dylan, what would you rate this episode?
As the mid-season finale, or not finale, but mid-season episode, I would say I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was a good episode, but it was kind of a. I mean, granted, it was important. It was fun. It was funny.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like a mid-season
episode.
Like big things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But every episode before that has, so maybe that's why
they had to tone it down for one episode
or something. You know?
Yeah. It couldn't just be a a super hard rock album where it's just rise, 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 and no time for you to sit down and rest.
Mm-hmm.
Neck be hurting that much head banging. But yeah, I'll give it a.
Looks like we might be having some internet issues. I don't know what's going on. It went off without a hitch last week after I changed out the router and everything.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
if we're having issues, then
that is why.
sorry.
We apologize. I'll give it a 9. It like you said, it was a good episode. It was an episode with all of the pieces that we've seen before. Except the Taylor, Luke, that's his name. But it kind of,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The designer.
Yeah. It fleshed out some of the other characters, build upon some relationships. Titania came back being the worst.
Yeah.
That
it was a very entertaining episode, but I
Yes.
don't think it was like, I don't know, it just didn't feel like as heavy, like thick with
stuff.
like theories and all that stuff
Yeah.
as before.
Because
And there was no after credit scene.
It was not.
I thought we were supposed to have an after credit scene after every episode.
Yeah. I think the
Sorry.
helmet, it's all good. I think that helmet at the end was
Meant to be.
all of our things.
Uh-huh.
So everything's good. She probably also has what I can only assume is a super suit. Was her the second suit that he handed her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, the purple and white one.
Yep. So this
Comic accurate.
comic accurate because that's what the TV shows like to do with them suits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw it in the trailer too. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's just it was like I said, wasn't a lot of meat to it. It was, but it gave you that foundation. It was seasoning stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
So once they throw it on the grill and it comes off, it's gonna be all juicy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely got to see Date Guy again.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of callbacks to earlier episodes. So like the plot's furthering in the show. We kind of see where it's going with her having to own up to being She-Hulk and accept her fate. And even though she's still walking around saying, "Don't call me She-Hulk," it's like you were literally going through a court case that you're having to defend the name that you don't want. Like, stop saying publicly you don't want that, because that you saw that being used against you.
Yeah.
Like, she's not really that great a lawyer. It seems like it's
a little bit. But I mean,
when it comes to her own life, at least.
yeah, when it comes to her, because if you can get Abomination on parole, I feel like you are good enough at least.
Yeah, that's true.
But this episode was a very lawyer-y episode.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of legal actions for those folks out there who've been saying, I expect this to be in a courtroom the whole time. You got it. You got it. Oh, did you catch, though? I forgot old dude. The dude who helped her get in touch with Luke. What is his name?
Oh, Pug.
Pug?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So, did you catch his sneaker collection in the credits?
Oh, yeah.
You saw the Deadpool sneaker?
Oh, no.
Yeah, in
Oh,
the
I
right-hand
didn't see
corner, it was a Deadpool sneaker.
Hmm.
And them Iron Man 3s are
Nice.
garbage, because just like Iron Man 3, it's garbage. It's fine.
That's a nice little connection there that I didn't put together. There were three Iron Man movies.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was little things like that made the episode still good. It
Missed
just
that. Yeah.
wasn't over the top, and it simmered itself down, which means whatever's about to happen next, it's planting its feet to knock this puppy out the
Yeah,
park.
it's definitely living in the MCU that we all want to see.
Yeah.
Another thing, the guy from the date that was questioning about how to pierce her skin apparently is a big client.
Yeah, dumb rich apparently.
yeah.
Yeah. So
And then there's going to be a second date apparently.
why did she say yes? That happens all the time. Okay, sidetrack real quick.
That's how women get married to assholes. Like they just like and They just end up and they're just like, why am I here?
Yeah.
How did I get here? You know?
I have straight up seen, and I didn't want to. Maybe I should have intervened. Like a dude trying to talk to a lady, and she's up there like, I really don't want to talk to you, but you're not being like mean, and he's still talking. And then by the end of it, she like gave him like she gave him her number, but she's like, why the f- did I do that? I didn't want to give him my number, but he was being nice, and was like, then why'd you give him your number? It's fine.
Yeah.
So
Some people are just hard to say no to.
yeah,
You don't want to be mean to them.
so it's that's what happened, and she was like, wait, why did I agree to that? Yeah, but it happens.
Yep.
But now I'm worried of like, how much money do you actually have?
Who is this guy? Like, so it makes me wonder, because we were speculating that the Wrecking Crew was sent by either the leader or Kingpin.
Yep.
Like we always think big. Like we're
Always
thinking,
think
okay,
big.
there's some mastermind, somebody that's worthy of like. Could it be just somebody like this dude that just
I mean,
is just a piddly little hero? I mean, or not a villain?
yeah, it could be. I mean, if you think
Or is he somebody else that we don't know?
we don't know yet.
Is he further? Is he like the leader's son potentially?
See, we were not on the same wavelength there, because like, why would they get if he looks like, I cannot think of the actor.
Tim Blake Nelson.
Yeah, he looks like him. Same, kind of got the same face shape. You would think, yeah.
He could fall. Yeah, he could go
be
for it.
the leader's son, which would be leading up into a whole bunch of other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Trying to prove to his dad that he's worthy, or like some other
Right.
comical thing playing into it.
Like, Dad, look, I got the blood. I got a She-Hulk. I got Hulk blood. This is what you could never get. And all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course he's smart because his dad was smart before he became the leader,
Yeah.
but he's not leader smart, so he's not.
No, he has no social skills. So, yes. It could be. That's a very fun possibility. TV shows like to play with legacy characters a whole lot, because that's
And that would be a nice little, like, dipping your toe into the water, getting bigger for a bigger villain, while she's just kind of get introduced as She-Hulk.
Yes. And that could definitely be, because, you know, like we like said on here before, She-Hulk at some point in time she's gonna run into that person that's gonna put her on her butt, and she's gonna be like, oh snap, I guess I might have to actually go all out one time and see what happens. So
yeah, because whoever it is, they've at least got to be formidable, at least for her at this point, and she doesn't seem to be that smart when it's like it comes to her own life. She's just kind of like fumbling through things.
yeah,
And
like-
that, so for a character that would be that would get the best of her would have to be like a smart, conniving, planning character.
yeah.
And she has to realize that, okay, I've got to start being proactive,
Yeah.
and I can't just, take things as they come.
Because where the opposite, the problem with trying to take down Hulk is the more you fight him, the stronger he's going to get. And it takes him to being calm to take him out. She's always calm, but she's like still invulnerable. So with her being, you just have to take advantage of her being careless, because she knows she can't like really just be hurt.
Yeah.
So
And outsmart her.
before she gets wises up and starts swinging.
Yeah, because I mean, she's not like genius level like Bruce.
No.
I mean, she's got street smarts. I mean, like she's a lawyer. She's clever. She's smart.
She's smart. But I don't know if she's going to make a whole device to make herself not,
Right,
transform.
Yeah, she's no scientist. But she has been outmaneuvered by Titania. So, like, all these little pieces that are kind of helping her realize that, I gotta change how, like, I gotta take this seriously.
Got to wise up a bit.
Wise up.
Yeah. Which, Titania, once again, Loved her. She was the worst. She-Hulk booty boost.
And her boss was using some.
Her boss was using some. Those like little after credit little sketches are just wonderful.
Yeah,
Credit
they're
sketches.
pretty awesome.
Yeah. I know we're gonna see Titania again.
I mean, she literally told us it's not over yet.
Yeah.
So
So here it is. Her arch nemesis, wonderful, and you know Titania can take a punch at least. 'Cause-
on this level is just hilarious. That
Yes.
that it's someone who can combat her on like both layers of her life.
yes. Petty. That's what this is.
Yeah, the
That
petty
is-
queen.
So, but I cannot think of the actress's name who plays Titania. I think was she also in
She's
The
posting
Good
stuff on
Place?
Twitter. She's pretty funny though.
Yes. Was she also in The Good Place? If it's what I think it is.
I don't know.
Okay. If it's what I think it is, yeah, she's a very funny actress, and they kind of found a perfect role for her in this.
Nice.
But yes.
On a personal level, like the fact that they're like making the petty queen the villain, like, is so satisfying because I am so like anti-petty. Like, just grow that up and stop being petty. Like, I don't know. I just like all these little personal things. Like, she embarrassed me in the courtroom by punching me, so I'm gonna copyright her name and humiliate her. It's like.
Yep.
And now she's been embarrassed in the courtroom again, like on a different level.
On a
So
different
now
level.
she's gonna figure out another way to be petty and come back at her
Yep.
and try to take her down. You know.
Like, I'm gonna bring you. What she's gonna do, because of what I'm guessing from the one little clip I saw of her getting a punch across the face. I think Titania's like gonna bring her. They're gonna meet next time they meet. Will be fully in Titania's world, where she is, center of attention. Titania.
Yeah, because
Wonderful.
even her,
Yes.
like her best friend and paralegal assistant, is like pro Titania. Like, I mean, low key, even though she's like Team Jen,
Yeah.
she's still like everybody likes Titania.
Yeah.
She's very likable. She's an influencer. She's got a lot of pull out there, and so she could very easily,
A lot of clout, as the kids
Yeah.
say.
very very easily make Jen look bad.
Yeah.
Make She-Hulk look bad.
Yep. And all it takes is the wrong thing from Jen at the wrong time when a camera's present. And there we go.
Yep. And
So-
she was taking photos during the court case too. So like all these dudes,
Yep.
you know,
All these dudes.
like that guy was like, yeah, she was like this. I really wasn't kind of into that. It was like, like he shouted at the the waitress.
Yep. Bro. Okay. Real quick. This is gonna get NC-17 just for like a second. So there. I feel like there has to be in the MCU, probably in all superhero worlds, but I feel like the MCU might be the first one, if not one of the raunchier DC properties, will be the first one to touch on it. But
Peacemaker.
probably Peacemaker. There being someone where their kink is superpower people.
There's got to be.
There has to
Yeah.
be. Yeah. And so when old dude David Otunga, I can't remember the character he's playing, but when he was like, when the Titania was leaving the courtroom and he was like, "Hey Titania, what are you up to?"
so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I
you
know.
can buy me things.
That's what like made the thought pop in my head. I was like, Titania kind of has powers. I hope this is not. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. Jen did though get her feelings hurt. She
I felt so bad for her because that dude.
was like,
Not really my
Jen's
type.
not. Excuse me, my type, but
Don't die, Quinn.
we'll try not to on camera. But Jen's not my type.
I'm
but
over here. I never touched it.
but She-Hulk, I'm into that. And
Yeah,
it's like,
she's amazing. It's like
Yeah.
she's all these things. It's like
I
wow.
was like, golly, that is if Shallow was a picture. So it was. It was hurtful, but this episode where it lacked in what's the word? Not theatricalness, maybe, of being kind of over the top and making like these little 30-minute movie things, basically what they were, with all the cameos and stuff. It made up for in growth.
Pizzazz.
Yes. It made up for pizzazz. That works better. It makes up for in like growth of Jen, because it's like it is. It's a setup episode.
That's true.
So
It's very character centered episode.
yeah. So she is
Yeah.
finding the balance, trying to figure out who She-Hulk is, who really is Jen, who is Jen without She-Hulk. Is Jen and She-Hulk actually one thing, and is she accepting it?
Yeah. And yeah, how do you deal with that? Because
Yeah.
like people only wanting one part of you.
Yep. Which is a similar but different journey than Bruce had to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce's mine are like straight up two separate people. One's angry and sane, the other is me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I mean, she's got to figure out like what Jen has to offer. But in the comics, Jen was the lawyer,
Yep.
and it was she could not be She-Hulk as the lawyer. But this one, like they're leaning hard into the other way, and she really has to like wrestle with who am I without She-Hulk, and is She-Hulk like just taking over my life? This
Yep.
part that I resent, you know.
Which leads me to what I think the finale might be. So, she get her tail whooped up on in some way, shape, or fashion, whether it be a mental thing that happens or whatever else, but somebody gets the drop on her and either A, actually beats her up, or B, her powers get taken. And then she... And
Yeah,
she
'cause Bruce ain't there to take care of her no more.
Nope.
She can't call on him and
And
bail
then-
her out.
And if she gets him back, then that's like her straight up choosing, I'm gonna be She-Hulk and stop this, because whoever takes him, she's gonna have to put a stop to them, because you're not up to any good.
Yeah. I mean, it would be great if it was kind of like Doctor Strange, where he had to defeat his villain like using his brain, and not I mean, yeah, he used the mystical arts to beat Dormammu, but he had to use like part of himself that he's always had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his wits. And so that would be really nice to see her defeat her villain through something that she's always been. You know, that there is no She-Hulk without Jen. You know what I mean? That she really finds that she is the core of who She-Hulk is, and she can kind of reconcile both sides of herself.
Yeah. And then have that last phone call with Bruce. Actually, if
Bruce is gone.
He's gone, and if somehow she gets in touch with him again, I know they'll have like a
Weird. Like, how do you like? There's no satellite phone that's gonna
no.
like it's gonna
I mean,
interdimensional portal.
they had I guess they were holograms. I don't know how Black Widow was communicating with everybody, because Captain Marvel was in space. You know, she was still communicating with everybody on Earth, and Captain Marvel's like in deep space.
Yeah.
So
Well, she had been to Earth,
she had been to Earth.
so maybe they had some kind of
Communicator
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know.
Guardians probably definitely had some technology on their ship.
Right. Yeah.
So
And they have already established pretty hardcore that Wong can create interdimensional portals.
yeah,
So like anywhere you want to go, like I mean, if she needed to talk to Bruce, she could just call up Wong and he'd open
Yeah.
up a door, and
and then
you
be
know.
like, hey,
as long as he knows where
Bruce
Bruce is,
is.
I guess.
well, not even necessarily that, because Spider-Man No Way Home proved that. They didn't know where Peter was, and Ned was like, find Peter Parker, and he opened up a portal. It was Peter Parker, but it was
The wrong Peter Parker.
wrong Peter Parker. So Yeah, I think he just has to know who he's looking for,
Mm,
or even a name, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, so. But the conversation I feel like they would have after, in the season, if they have one, which I kind of hope they do after this whole journey, that she, was like, I'm cool being being a hero.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I am, and I just wanted to thank you, all that good jazz, whatever else you might say. Yeah, and then she gets another phone call. Actually, I don't know if she would get another phone call because who would be in charge of the Avengers?
Right. I mean, even Kevin Feige at D23, which is something we can hit on just in general,
Mm-hmm.
it said that the Avengers are no more. Like, there is no Avengers. So,
Yeah.
like, that's why we got the Thunderbolts now.
That's why we
Like,
got
they're
the
trying to fill that gap.
Which,
Um,
yeah. So the thing about the Thunderbolts,
But, I mean, Mark Ruffalo and Satya, what's her? I can't remember the actress who plays She-Hulk. What her name? I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, I think it was both of them that said if there were to be another Avenger, she would be on the team. Like,
she would have to be.
yeah, and she
I-
might even be leading the team. Yeah, Tatiana Maslany.
Maslany. Yep. Which would be like super cool because I mean you're establishing all these heroes throughout the world that are literally spread out everywhere right now. All these little events. You got the DoD running around doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
And we have kind of what was everything that they announced at D23? They dropped the Werewolf by Night trailer,
Yeah.
which chef's kiss.
They talked about briefly Fantastic Four announced the director, but that was it.
So and then there's the photo that you had sent that I've been seeing circulating around that looks very real.
Yeah, it's very it's obviously doctored.
Yeah.
I mean, rumors that Henry Cavill is playing Doctor Doom,
yeah.
which everybody seems to be excited about, but like, it's hard for me to unsee him as
Superman.
Yeah,
I can tell you how to fix it.
put a mask on him.
He would put a mask on him, but the version of Doctor Doom I think they should go with at first should be the infamous Iron Man Doctor Doom.
So, Iron Man comes back, but he's posing as Iron Man.
No, it's Victor Von Doom, but he has all of Tony's technology. Like, from the tower to his archives to his back catalog of like suits, blueprints.
So he's
And he-
bought the tower, but somehow he is like there's
No one owns Tony's technology anymore.
the
because of that.
DODC does. Like, they have it. They confiscated it.
Oh yeah, well, they have it.
Yeah, so I mean that's why I was trying to make the connections. Like, how could he get it? Because he's not even from America, so he couldn't be like a political. You know what I mean?
Well,
he is political, but he
is political.
He's not American.
And there is a power. There's
Maybe that's why he's in America, so he
so
can
get a hold of it.
You know, bought the tower for a location there or something.
There's a path here. It would just take me 5 minutes to figure it out, and I don't want to shut down and figure it out. But yeah, he becomes the infamous Iron Man, takes all Tony's stuff, and he's just running around in his Iron Man suit that he's.
That would be it. That
modified.
would be an interesting shake-up where Iron Man starts appearing again, and we don't know. Like, we're freaking out. Like, it's Iron Man. It's not like Tony Stark, though.
It's not Tony Stark.
Yeah,
And I feel like, I mean, and if
they could really mess with us.
yeah, especially like if like in Armor Wars, everything starts happening. You have all these like faux Iron Man suits popping up, and then we come to the finale. You got Rhodey, Ironheart kind of fighting everybody off. Another Iron Man shows up. It looks like Tony, not talking, not saying a word, and he takes out the ones that they're fighting, and then they try to like talk to him, and then he takes them out, and that's the end of the season. And then he flies off, comes out, and it's like,
Leave it on a down note like that.
I mean,
Taking out the heroes.
kind of. I mean, not
That'd be
not-
interesting.
Not, dead, but you leave it on.
Yeah,
a
like
loss,
on an Infinity War note.
Yeah.
Where they end with defeat.
Then the helmet comes off. Suit test 374. And then he like
Got to
you
do
know,
the accent, man.
I cannot do a whatever far East European accent. Well, it's to be soft Russian, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So soft Russian, Ukrainian, ish.
Suit complete. No, test complete. Doom returning, and then end it. Von Doom returning. Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom returning to base, and then that's how you end it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be a great introduction to Doctor Doom.
That would be cool. Have him come in like that. That would be pretty cool.
They what else did they announce?
Thunderbolts. We've got the team that's basically nothing but super soldiers and Ghost.
Yep.
And, so there's got to be more to it. I mean, this is the first peak. I'm staying my judgment.
I mean, you know of the Thunderbolts. We've seen the Thunderbolts, but the Thunderbolts are not. I'm interested to see what they do, because three things. First thing, unless Zemo is somehow behind this band of
where is even Zemo?
Band of hooligans, this is going to be funny. If it is a team that is put together by Ross, which it will most likely will be.
Which, how do they do that? Because William Hurt's gone.
Yeah. And they're like controlled by, their boss is the U.S. government. That leans into another thing.
Sokovia Accords, sanctioned.
Yep.
Heroes.
Third thing, they are going to try their best
Civil War II.
Civil War II. But the Thunderbolts are going to try their best to not be the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Val is basically their Amanda Waller.
Yep. And that's, I think, what we're about to start seeing even more of, especially with DC chopping everything up and coming back. They're about to start, which they've kind of always done, putting out stories and movies and things that where you realize you have a hero that is a soldier from World War II that now is in the future, and you're like, this is interesting. I think I've seen this before. Try not to tell the same story that the MCU is told in a movie, so you're going to see things maybe be drastically different in some ways. So, because that's what I feel like they're going to try their best not to do, not to copy James Gunn in that regard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I really wish they'd figure out, because there's more to the Spider-Man Sony deal, obviously, with the drop of Venom and continuing with Tom Holland, and even though we've wrapped the trilogy and like a soft reboot of Spider-Man, know, because with the new suit and everything, and nobody knows who he is. There is definitely more going on with that deal that they have yet to announce. But they did establish that there's no Oscorp in the MCU.
Yeah.
So I really wish they would establish all that, because almost how do you not have
Oscorp.
Yeah, exactly, because it's basically they've merged Dark Avengers with Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
It's so, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I cause
unless they make Von Doom the
guy who's putting it all
without the Green Goblin though. How do you?
Infamous Iron Man. Whoa, there it is. There it is. That's how it works.
He's the new Norman.
He's the new Norman. He comes in. He has an idea. For whatever reason, they can't get access to Tony's suits. That's why in Armor Wars they're like replicating it because they can't get access to the actual information.
Mhm.
He goes in. The DoD calls in. We run out of options, so we're hoping that you can help us, Dr. Doom. You're one of the greatest minds in the world.
Mhm.
He gets in there, boop, because at the same time,
And that's how you get Doombots.
and that's how you get Doombots. That's how he becomes infamous Iron Man. He is the leader of the Thunderbolts. There you go. Found it.
There it is.
Because at the time,
Suss it out a little
they
bit.
would have asked Shiri, but T'Challa just died, and she's dealing with the whole thing.
Mhm.
And the DoD is, the most shady people in like the world right now.
Apparently.
So, yeah, but that's how you do it. All right,
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, there you go. Enjoy.
Yeah. Doom's going to be interesting.
Yep.
No Moon Knight season 2 announcement. No Wonder Man announcement. Like things that we know have been confirmed
Yeah.
by people who are working
By
on it.
articles coming out and all that other
Right,
stuff.
yeah. So we know it's. I mean, we've got casting for Wonder Man, or not casting, but
What's his
I
face?
think
The fake
the
Mandarin
writer.
returning.
the what?
And the fake Mandarin
Oh,
returning.
right,
for
right,
that?
yeah. Trevor Slattery's coming back for
Yeah.
Wonder Man.
So,
Yeah, so it's really interesting that they didn't just go ahead and announce things that we already know are happening
yeah.
just to, I mean, they don't have a whole lot to say except for, hey, this is happening. Just pull up
'Cause-
the timeline and say, okay, here are some slots. Boom, these new ones. Haha, yay, and then move
'Cause
on to the next one.
What I think they're trying to do, and this is my thinking of them thinking, because you said last week they have their finger on the pulse. They're always listening. That's why She-Hulk is very.
Mm-hmm.
This show was filmed well before all this started happening. This is
Mhm.
creepy.
Well, I mean, they kind of knew from Captain Marvel and Miss
Oh,
Marvel.
yeah.
All,
Also, yes.
yeah.
But they know that folks might be feeling that superhero fatigue. They know that this round of movies in Phase 4 wasn't the strongest set, let's say.
Right.
And folks have just kind of been mehing on the MCU.
Mhm.
So announce some things to keep, folks interested of some stuff that we kind of knew was coming out, like stuff they announced a while back, like Werewolf by Night they announced a hot minute ago.
Yeah, we just got
And
like
just
a
got-
month before it's coming out. We
Yeah.
just got the trailer.
Just
That's
got the trailer
insane.
for it. I really feel like Moon Knight's going to show up in there because you got Man-Thing is going to show up. It's going to be...
Rumors are that they, because of scheduling conflicts, they had to cut a cameo from Blade.
I'm gonna not scream in the microphone. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Dang it, Dylan. Why'd you tell me that? So
They
yeah,
didn't announce Young Avengers.
They didn't announce Young Avengers. There was a lot that they didn't announce. There was another trailer that we got, I thought.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion trailer. Finally got a look of what that's going to be, and that's going to be super espionage, spy thriller.
It's supposed to be like a huge crossover event.
Yeah,
So like expect anybody to show up for that one.
yeah. So and I think that's part of the thing is they don't want to put these expectations out there in the world and everybody run to the moon and back with them. So like they're gonna trickle things out, give us little information as possible, especially since
Yeah, but like when
some
is
of-
the next big event for them to announce these things? Like, are they
I mean,
just
that's-
going to soft announce them?
I
Like,
feel like that might, and honestly, if I were them, they already know they got folks' attention, or they're at least trying to keep it. I feel like that might be the best way, is just to like drop them right there, leave them, and
yeah.
let it run.
Well, I mean, because you already got secrets leaking, so Why not just tell everybody, okay, yes, and just put it out there? I don't know.
I think because they still want to do stuff on their terms and not when like somebody gets in there and drops stuff out. Because then they'll be at the whim of that happening every single time. So
Yeah.
but
I don't know. I mean, it just seems like the whole lesson of She-Hulk is like you have to be proactive and you have to be involved because they're going to do their thing anyway. So you might as well be part of the conversation.
yeah, I get that. But that'd be. I mean, yeah, they have the money to have like a whole team of folks, but even still, that's you have to be on it like all the time with it, basically. And then you still can't mitigate everyone's like any individual's expectations on what something is. So just
Yeah. So the best thing is to get ahead of the ball before those expectations run rampant, and then you can't meet them.
or nothing. You give them a drop of something and then nothing else. And then just wait and make them wait.
Yeah.
Because then they'll start wanting it.
Yeah. They did that on something. I can't remember what it was.
Spider-Man?
I think it was Spider-Man. Yeah.
And out of all the movies, that one, I mean, it probably also did the best, but it also was the best. Doctor Strange was good, but
Kind of a letdown.
yeah.
Eternals was meh.
Because there was too much information for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Uh,
There were too many leaks, and
Yeah.
then some of those things didn't even happen.
Yeah. And Eternals was very artsy. It kind of, sort of, but
Yeah.
And
It
then-
seemed disconnected up until, like, completely disconnected
yeah.
until they actually mentioned it during She-Hulk.
Yeah. And then Thor Love and Thunder was Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
So, but Spider-Man No Way Home of this phase was the best of the movies.
Yeah, for sure. And that's not even their movie.
Yeah.
It's Sony's movie.
So, and that's
Yeah, that's a black eye right there.
Yeah. So I
And
think
even though like Morbius was a horrible movie, horrible. Like just because it's so bad, people are watching it and like they're getting the morbs, you know, and like
getting the morbs,
mocking it, you know, and all this stuff. Like it's the #1 movie on Netflix right now.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Ah, dang it! I'm about to go watch it.
See, like it's so bad, and it's like, did they really set out to make one of those movies that are so bad it's good that it gets everybody talking?
And now they get a second.
Did
movie.
they like with that Matt Smith dance section?
Wait, what?
Have you not seen Morbius?
Dylan, I haven't seen Morbius. I'm about to really go watch it
wow,
now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Like, so yeah, it's
Wow.
yeah. So,
And that-
anyways, talking to the speaking of To the Moon and Back, Cap 4.
Cap 4. Yes. Oh yeah, Cap 4 announced a whole they dropped, cast names, folks is gonna be in there. Director.
Tim Blake Nelson coming back as a leader.
Ba, ba,
Big
ba,
deal.
ba.
Isaiah Bradley's coming back.
Yep.
So we'll probably get the Patriot in that one.
Hoping. It's gonna be I'm actually very excited about that one. Out of all the TV shows, that was my favorite, even though I know a lot of people were kind of middle of the ground or just didn't like it. Because it was just, I liked all the Captain America movies the most, I think. Yeah. I don't know why. That might just be how I like those type of movies. I don't know.
So I didn't realize that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was actually an Easter egg for another movie called Falcon and the something. Like it's another older movie, and I saw it like about a week ago, and I was like, oh, okay.
Huh. I didn't know that either. Neat. Sabraba? Nope, I'm gonna say it wrong. Sabra.
Yeah. Jewish superhero.
Yep. Who usually works out of Israel. She is a mutant. Like full on actual mutant.
Okay.
She's worked with the X-Men a lot, but here in the past, I'll say decade. What year is this? 2022? Past decade, she's really only shown up in like event comics and she hasn't really had her own run her own solo run a hot while, like since the
Trying to make her
early-
relevant again.
Yeah, like since the mid 2000s. So, but yes,
We got Man Thing and the werewolf trailer,
yep.
so that's a big thing. Let's see. There was another one. Oh, Ant-Man, new footage for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
New footage for Ironheart that we haven't seen. And new footage for Ant-Man Quantumania.
Yep. Which I don't know if they showed. Did they show those? Or they showed
They
it at
showed
D-
them at D23,
but
yeah,
not
but
to
they're
the
not
public.
online available
Yeah.
yet.
And I think, and on their part, that's like the kind of thing I feel like will help them get through the next decade, is to try and contain it. Because I'm pretty sure every person that went in there, they can say what they saw, but they can't show what they saw
Right,
without Disney saying, "All right, cool, you owe us $1 million."
because Disney.
Yes. So yeah, which means I don't even know how you get to. How do you go to D23? Do you like invest in Disney?
You have to be a D23. I want to say you have to be a D23 subscriber. Like it's a thing that is for like Disney fans, and you can buy a ticket and go and stuff like that. But it's like a Disney Insider type thing.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, like you can go to like the D23 website and sign up for it. Like I'm a member of it. Like it's. Like they've got a free membership, but then they've got like a paid like membership where you get like other goodies and discounts and stuff like that.
Oh.
But they've got like their own store like on their website too of Disney's things.
I'm gonna force my wife to sign up. I will ask my wife to sign up.
Shay comments immediately.
So yeah, okay.
Yep. So I guess like you said, the closest thing we got to an end credit scene was the last scene where we see Daredevil's helmet. I guess that's why he's in L.A.
Yep.
or on the West Coast.
On the West Coast, or he just couldn't travel across country with his red suit, so he had to get one made.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because they did say that this is a season 1, not a season 4.
Yeah.
So it is different. Like it's a soft reboot of Daredevil. Like this is the MCU's Daredevil. It's not the Netflix Daredevil.
Yeah.
Even though it's alternate universe,
Yeah.
you know.
Playing with stuff. And I mean, it's the red and gold is, well, I say red and gold, it's yellow, but it's going to be gold because of the material, is a classic. Oh, I see what they did. My brain just clicked. It'll click in your brain here in a second too.
Well, because let me say this before you click it.
Uh-huh.
Before I was wondering why he's having a suit made, because like he's got a suit maker in the other series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he's obviously been doing this for a while. So I mean, like why? Like is this guy seems to actually be the guy that makes suits? Like
Yeah.
I thought he was just like a
random
yeah.
guy.
Yeah. I thought it
Random
was just like,
fashion
hey,
guy.
bro, we make the suits, you know. Like those guys.
Those guys. Yeah, but he actually makes the suits. He has a lot of things in there. It concerns me of the things that are in there. Waterproof, bulletproof. It concerns me the things that are in there.
He's the Edna Mode of the MCU.
I hope he shows up more. Oh, what if he makes all the West Coast Avengers suits?
That'd be cool.
That would be super cool.
Yeah. Kate shows up.
Yes.
Like ding. That would be in a nice end credit scene to have like another character like ding the thing, and he's like, okay.
Yes, that'd be cool. Oh, what's his name? God, what's his name, Dylan?
I don't know.
Yelena's daddy.
Crimson Dynamite.
I mean, yeah, Red Guardian.
Red
but
Guardian,
I can't
yeah.
think of what his actual...
David Harbour.
Yep, David. He dings. It's like, go on, let me in.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I do want to see more of the Crimson Dynamo.
Yes. So yeah. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. So it is
Red
super
Guardian.
super comic accurate. Daredevil's red and yellow suit. It's gold because of the material. But what other character we know that was kind of the focal point who was red and gold?
Iron Man.
18 episodes.
Okay. Are we trying to make him the new Tony?
He's
Well,
the-
because they did say that, like for the street level heroes, that Daredevil and Spider-Man would be the leaders of those.
focal
So
point.
we're definitely getting more Spider-Man. Like there's
You
not
get more
there's
Spider-Man.
not been any announcements.
Daredevil and the
Why
red and
would
gold.
Marvel? Why would Marvel say Spider-Man when they don't have the rights for
To
more Spider-Man? Supposedly.
Supposedly. But he's gonna show up in this TV show. Daredevil's gonna be in that red and gold, and it won't be similar
Are
banter.
we gonna see Spider-Man in the Daredevil show?
Oh well, yeah, I feel it. Definitely. For that to be that many episodes, you can have so many people show up, and they've shown that you can have cameo in episode, even like multiple episodes with like the same cameo, and it'd be chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm.
So with Daredevil and the tone of like his shows are gonna be with the folks that he'll be dealing with, the folks that he talks to, and all that, yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to deal with some court stuff, obviously,
Yeah.
But are we gonna have Karen and Foggy back? Like this, please let it be the same.
The same
Cast,
cast,
yeah.
just different story a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that would be
Yeah.
wonderful. I would love to have
Because
everybody
they
back.
were great. They were
Yeah.
great.
Um,
Like how do you have Charlie Cox and not have
yeah.
that Foggy and that Karen?
So for the ground level heroes, you have
Although it
They're
does look
full.
like Rosario Dawson might be coming back as well to play
Yes.
Night Nurse.
Tigress. She will end up becoming Tigress.
Because we've already got what's Doctor Strange's love interest?
Clea?
No, the
Oh,
before.
oh, you asked me, so now it's gone. not
Christine.
There we go. I was about to start saying a whole
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of K names.
Yeah. So Christine was like their version of Night Nurse, kind of, sort of.
Mhm.
But Rosario Dawson's character is Night Nurse in
Yeah.
the comics.
Yep. And so there's going to be a lot. They're going to have to establish an entire micro universe within the MCU.
And Rosario Dawson's already got her foot in the door with Disney. With
I mean,
Ahsoka.
yeah, she already there. So might as well
Just walk across the street to the other studio
Yes.
building.
I got to go film this, and I'll be done for the
Yeah,
day.
I know it's not like that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, but he will be the Tony of the ground level heroes.
Mhm.
So
That does make sense.
yeah, and She-Hulk, until she gets called up to the cosmic level, will probably be just chilling out with the ground level heroes too.
Hmm.
So
For sure. Yeah, maybe she'll be like the bridge between, and she just kind of goes back and forth. Yeah.
Her and Spider-Man both can be that bridge, because
Mhm.
Spider-Man
For sure.
definitely he high fives everybody.
They've both been Avengers and Fantastic Four members.
Yep. Spider-Man's teamed up with the X-Men. She-Hulk has smashed a Wolverine. So, yeah. But there's a lot of potential. They've looking to the future. The MCU's doing fine, and they'll be fine, and they will dig through the encyclopedia of characters and pull something random out, and then you'll be like, who is this? It's Dr. Dong. Who's Dr. Dong? He's a bellman. What?
Oh man.
It was bell for a head.
Oh, dong. Okay, I went a whole different direction. Like, you meant like ding dong. Not,
Ding dong.
got you. Okay.
Yes. But yes, I have nothing else now.
I don't either. I'm getting tired. It's starting to kick in. I got to be up early in the morning for a
Yes.
big long day. So, thank you guys once again for joining us. I am Dylan,
I'm Quinn.
and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon so you want to know when we drop new videos, when we go live, and all that fun stuff. And don't forget to check out the website at www.broken.pictures.com if you wish to drop us any kind of monetary things. There's a link in there. You can leave us a tip, buy us coffee, Coke, or hat, or whatever. Check out that on brokenpictures.com for merch stuff.
Me merch.
Yep. And
Yep.
thanks. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Oh, I keep doing it the wrong way. Because it's like I'm basically just flipping off my British audience. I'm sorry.
And they're in mourning, Dylan.
Sorry. All right. Let me find this button. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.